Good afternoon, boys and girls. Biggles McCracken here. Guys, I've got some upcoming tour dates on the Shigone Worldwide Tour. We have got Oklahoma City coming up this weekend, March 24th and 25th. 2 shows a night. Bricktown Comedy Club tickets are still available at entitledhousewife.com. April 5th, Los Angeles, California at the Improv. I'm just kidding, it is sold out. But I do have some comps. If you want to be on the VIP guest list, let me know. From there, we go to Louisville, Kentucky. April 7th and 8th, I'll be at Louisville Comedy Club. 2 shows a night. April 21st, San Diego, California. We added a second show at 10 p.m. at the House of Blues San Diego. Tickets are still available. From there, we're going to Nashville, baby. We're going to Nash Vegas, motherfucker. April 28th and 29th. And 30th. 1 show every night. Those are almost sold out, so get on them. We got Zanies. Zanies in Nashville, California. Zanies in Nashville, Tennessee. And then I go to Stamford, Connecticut for 1, 2, 3, 4 shows at the New York Comedy Club. It's a little confusing, but it is in Stamford, Connecticut, May 12th and 13th. And then Phoenix, May 20th, the Crescent Ballroom. Those tickets are almost gone, so get them quick. And then we go to Austin, June 8th. Austin, Texas, June 8th. Dallas, Texas, June 10th. Houston, Texas, June 11th. Raleigh, North Carolina, July 14th and 15th. And then September 29th and 30th, Salt Lake City, Utah. October 13th and 14th, I'm in Naples, Florida. We have a bunch more Naples dates coming. Sorry, that was a whirlwind. Get your tickets at entitledhousewife.com or BeckyRobinsonTheGreat.com. We have a great podcast for you today. Ready, set, action. It's so good to see you.
I know.
It's been years.
It feels, well, because we've gone this long without physically seeing each other, but I feel like normally we're on the phone like every other day.
I know, and I feel like you've been weird.
Okay.
You haven't been checking in and been like, hey, bitch.
You're right. I haven't been.
And I'm just wondering why. I think I texted you once and I was like, are you mad at me?
No, I texted you that and you didn't respond.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I've just been kind of giving you space.
Oh. Well, that's a new concept.
Well, you try new things.
Yeah.
See what works.
Yeah. It has been busy times.
Yeah. I don't know. I was sensing that you kind of wanted.
Don't do that. Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah, I shouldn't.
Assuming that we know what's going on in the other person's head.
You're right. Was I right though?
No.
Not even. Did
I was
you
like,
want me to call
why
you
is
more?
Mariam not annoying me every day about something? And I missed it, and I was wondering what was going on. I thought maybe you were busy.
Really?
Yes.
I texted you and said, "Are you mad at me or what?" or something like that, and then you didn't respond, and then the next day you did, and then we talked on the phone.
Yeah.
And I told you, I was like, I feel weird.
Oh, wasn't that when I was in the desert?
Yeah.
And you were like, just listen to the podcast. It'll take 2 seconds. And I didn't.
Yeah, I know. Of course you didn't. I literally gave you the timestamp.
I know.
I make it so easy for you.
I was in a really odd place when I was in the desert.
Okay.
Like, it's the most calm fucking... I mean, it's like La Quinta. It's just... You're on the golf course. It's relaxing. But I felt so anxious and like so on edge, and I don't know if it was because I was with my parents or I don't know. I think I think I do know why actually. It's because I went out there and I told my mom like, hey, I'm coming out because I really want to shoot Entitled stuff.
Yeah.
And it became very clear that was not gonna be okay with my dad.
Oh.
Like he just can't. I can't do it while he's around.
Why?
I really thought like it's been long enough and it'll be okay. Like they've come. It's so odd because it's the golf. He's so serious about the game of golf.
Yeah.
But then the second we finished up at like the drive on the last day there, I was like, I'm not even gonna put my wig on. Like I'll just fucking come with you and like golf. Like I'm not even gonna try to put these two things together anymore because it's not worth it. And I feel like an idiot when he's yelling at me when I'm wearing a wig.
Yeah.
You know, and he's we were in the driving range and I was fully wigged up and he's like screaming. He goes, I mean, I don't even think you can fucking play this game, Beck. I don't think you have enough hand-eye coordination to play the game of golf. I mean, it's just a fucking waste of time. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
That's crazy.
Do I need to remind you? I used to be able to do 2 back handsprings in a row on a 4-inch wide piece of wood.
Yeah.
4 feet in the air, motherfucker.
Does he think that's going to help you learn, or does he just really not want you to play at all?
Neither. I think that's just his, I'm not going to say love language, but like, that's how he is as a dad.
Okay.
I think I understand it a little bit because I get like that sometimes with people that I'm really close with. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
not great communication. But right after we finished at the driving range, he was like, I'm back. Come take a picture. It's Entitled Housewife. Come take a picture with the boys. Hey, boys, come take a picture with her. And he's like whoring me out to all of his friends, like, get a picture. And he's like, Becky, gonna come to our member guest? We'll make sure, it's, and he's just making me take pictures with the greenskeepers and like all of his buddies. And
You should just send him an invoice.
he's like bragging about my stuff. Like in a weird, he's like, she's heading to Newport. She's got a gig with Travis Matthew. Yeah, they sent her a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, this is so, I just don't get it.
Okay, my dad was never like that hard on me or like would yell like that. Maybe he did. Maybe he was. But I remember I overheard him. Like he was so strict and so hard on us in the house. And then I like overheard him describe, like he was on the phone with a friend or a family member. And they're like,
Yeah.
How are the kids? And it was this glowing review. He was so proud of us. You can like see it oozing out of him, and he's just like the way and I think that's really the way he feels. Like I think your dad probably is really proud of you, but around you,
Yeah.
it's like not gonna happen. My dad's changed now he like tells me to my face he's proud of me and stuff, but when I was like still learning a lot from him, or like at the age of whatever, so maybe golf like re-triggers that.
I think so.
Where it's just like they treat you like a teenager that doesn't know shit from Shinola. Which
Yes.
is one of my dad's favorite sayings.
Yeah. My dad's favorite is you're not hitting the ball because your head's so far up your ass. It's always my head in my ass. It's always things having to do with my ass. Yeah. Oddly. Like I remember when we were in Cancun one spring break, I ordered a hot dog. Have I told you this story before?
Maybe. I don't know.
I ordered a hot dog and it came with cheese on it. Which is fine. I had never experienced that before in my life as a human on this earth. I think I was like 7.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want that. And my dad, I mean, bright red, steam coming out of his ears, goes, Becky, you are going to eat that fucking hot dog or I'm going to shove it right up your ass. And I was like, okay.
He might be serious.
I'll eat the fucking hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I think we just forget, I don't know, the pressure they're under or like how hard it is to like work as many hours as they're working and then try to plan a family trip with that many little kids.
And your attitude is ungrateful.
Right. He's like, all these people are working so hard for like, I don't even know what they're getting paid. And like, you're looking at a hot dog and won't eat it, you little fuck.
Yeah.
Entitled.
Yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
We've all had moments like that.
Yeah.
But
I just kind of, I think I was looking for, he just jumps to the gnarliest.
Yeah,
as opposed
to
thing where it's like, why don't we just scrape it off?
Exactly.
What's wrong? Let's scrape it off the chip. But
Yeah.
he didn't have the patience for that. He was just like, eat it up and shove it up your fucking ass, little fuck. Ah! So like, shot one video during one of the days, but like it was tough.
Yeah.
I felt like really nervous and I just was like, I'm doing something wrong the whole time.
Oh,
and so I
God.
literally looked at my mom. I was like, I can't improvise. Like I can't. It's the most perfect fucking setting.
I know.
And I was just, I hope I got a little something out of it that I could edit, but I was just like, it's too uncomfortable with you and Dad around.
Can they just could they have gone and run an errand so you could have like an hour just to do stuff, or that just wasn't?
I don't know. No, not really.
Yeah.
Like my dad would go, to the driving range a couple times, like without that.
Damn.
It was just like, be quiet and like, it's just like, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, that
I don't know.
sucks. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, while you were getting screamed at, I went on a hike.
Oh, God. I can't believe this happened. I feel bad because when you said like, yeah, I'm gonna hike the Hollywood sign, and like I'm already on my way right now. Did you walk from your house?
Yeah.
And you thought I'm just gonna walk to the Hollywood sign?
Yeah.
Mariam.
It looks so close.
Wait, that's because it's fucking massive. Haven't you seen the movie Elvis?
What's crazy is even like hiking to it, it's like you've arrived. It still looks so far away. Like I didn't do whatever trail like gets you at the letters.
Okay.
It was like the Hollywood sign viewing point.
Oh, okay.
But it was like you take a picture and it looks like you're still a mile away.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck is this?
Was it like Lake Hollywood?
No, there's like a house there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just, honestly, this is what happened. I did my usual hike up to the observatory.
Okay.
But I got up there and I was like, I could go longer. And the signs.
Where were you when I talked to you?
I had just left my house.
Okay.
So it was like 11 a.m.
Okay. And you had no water or anything on you?
I had a small bottle of water.
Okay.
Which was gone by the time I got to the observatory.
Okay.
And then I get there and I'm like, I got a little more in me, right? And I'm like, the sign, the like trailhead sign is like Hollywood sign, 1.5 miles. And I'm like, easy. I could do that. There's no fucking way it was 1.5 miles away.
Mm-mm.
And I don't even know what trail I took. I just kept walking and walking and walking. At some point I was on a road and then I'm on another trail. Then there's horses going by. I'm like, I don't know where I am.
People on the horses?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's wild horses. I hop on one for survival. But no, and then I get to the sign, and it was also funny because I wasn't the only one. There were like a few couples that had clearly done the same thing as me, and like the girlfriend's fucking pissed, like because you get there, but
no, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, and then you have to go up like another steep little 50 feet of incline, and she's like, I'm not going up there. Like, okay, well,
if you keep thinking it's gonna be there, one's blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so then I got there, and then by the time I'm there, I'm like really thirsty.
Yeah.
Normally I wear a hat and sunscreen when I go on these hikes. I like didn't wear a hat because in my mind when I left, I was just gonna go up to the observatory and back. Anyway,
you should always wear sunscreen even if just
I know. I just didn't that day, and then
You don't look too sizzled.
It's peeling. My forehead's just been peeling all week.
God.
But
Castaway.
Honestly, there were moments like coming down where I was like, just like my phone had no service, and I'm like, okay, obviously I'm hiking, but it's not like I'm backpacking in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the city of LA.
You're not on the Pacific Crest Trail.
Right, exactly.
Getting snowed in.
Yeah.
People are on a Hollywood horse walking tour.
Yeah, exactly. I could have easily flagged someone down, but there was a point where I was like, I don't want to go on.
Flag down.
I don't know, just like someone would pass by at some point,
You'd
right?
be like, water!
Yeah, I'm crawling. I did walk past this like reservoir or something that just looked like the gnarliest water. And I did cross my mind where I was like, should I? No, like, no.
Yeah.
Do not. You will be shitting for days.
For some reason in my head, you're hiking in jean shorts or shorts.
No. I was wearing, what was I wearing? I think just spandex shorts. And then by the time, so I left at 11. I got home at 3:45, I think. And then I looked at my phone and it was like, yeah, you just walked 9.5 miles.
Oh my God.
And
How many steps is that?
It was like 25,000 or something.
Were you wearing your fucking Vans?
No, I had on trail runners. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Do you have blisters?
No, shockingly. I mean, it was honestly all my joint. I've been trying to hike more because one, I was like, it's been raining here and I know you love it, but I am just, one, it's doing a number on my brain.
Oh.
Because of
you getting sad?
Oh no, I get migraines.
From the rain?
When like the air pressure changes like it has been. So I've been getting like pummeled with migraines. And then also I'm just trying to like take advantage of the good weather when I can. Like if it's nice out, I'm going for a walk. Like I'm going to go on a hike and whatever.
It's like Portland again.
Exactly. Like do something.
Yeah.
And
do a barbecue.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know. It was it took way too long, and my joints were just like screaming at me. And I've been doing it too because of my knee. I'm trying to like walk on sort of unstable ground to like get more stability back and da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, it was too much. And I got home and I was just like exhausted and so red and like so hungry, because also the timeline, like I hadn't eaten since breakfast, and then it's like, you know, 4 PM, and I'm like,
what'd you
I'm
get?
ravished. Food wise?
Yeah. Like, did you go crazy?
I don't remember. I feel like I texted.
Yeah, didn't you?
I texted you what I got, but I don't remember. I ordered something.
Yeah. Thai food?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I got curry or something.
Yeah. I remember in the time when you like, I just did 9 miles, I was like, oh, that bitch, you're getting in such a good fucking workout. I was so jealous. It's like, she would do that accidentally. Skinny little bitch.
That's not true.
I swear to God, that's what I was thinking.
It's the competitive part of you.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm glad you survived.
I survived, you know.
Did you see any snakes?
No, I saw a couple lizards. It was fun. Also, the view up there is just so, and it's because it's been raining, it's so green.
Everything. I want to go to Malibu Rock Creek.
Can I come?
Of course. Of course. Yeah, everything. It just reminds me of when I did a book report in, I forget which grade. We all had to pick a state. Or I think maybe they gave us a state, but I got California.
Oh, really?
And the whole thing was like all about the yellow California flowers. And I haven't seen those in California for what feels like a decade.
They're all over Griffith right now.
They're back.
Yeah.
They're back. They're on my drive home as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's our state flower. Apparently it's illegal to pick them.
Huh.
Because they're the state flower. So careful. Imagine getting
That's
arrested
what they are.
for picking
Yeah,
the
they're
flower.
the state flower.
Yeah. They're poppies,
Oh.
I think.
Aren't those drugs?
Well,
There's a poppy, a different version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's been really pretty. And it was, you know, I enjoyed most of it. Once I got there, I was like, I wish I could just take a helicopter back home. Like,
Probably could. Call a blade. I feel like pre all this monsoon rain, you kind of like, if I was hiking, like I would love to take a little nibble of like a chocolate mush. But now you don't need to. Everything, it kind of seems like you're on mushrooms because it got so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Fights I am.
I don't know what you said.
That's fucked up.
So, okay, I was actually thinking about this because you do a couple voices.
Yeah.
That one, and then when you go really clicky, like Bev. And but sometimes, like, I'll see you do it or I'll hear you do it or whatever, and I'm like, I know that it's, like, most of the time I can decipher what you're saying, but sometimes I'm like, do people understand?
Oh, I don't know.
Because you go so, like, you take it to a level of, like,
Yeah.
it just...
I've been
It's
wondering.
inaudible.
I've been wondering if some of the stuff I say on stage is even audible.
I didn't want to bring it up, but that was one of the times that I noticed it when you did a Bev voice at the improv show.
Oh,
and
was it the, how are you gonna get over it?
it was something like that, and I was like,
Because I notice, I look out at people and they're kind of like,
yeah, yes, I think I did the same. Where I was like, that it's a funny bit, but I just don't think people understood it.
I didn't know you had to announce a change in voice.
Well,
It's just inaudible.
yeah, it just sounds like sounds at a certain point, you know?
Okay.
You're just on stage like,
The real ones will understand. Okay, so I had I think 3 really standout interactions this weekend in Fort Wayne.
Let's hear it.
Fortith Wayneth, Indiana. This one guy came up with his girlfriend. I didn't see her at first, and he was like, hey, she's really nervous, but she's a huge fucking fan. She's listened to every episode of the podcast.
Aww.
And she was just like, hey, I just love it, and I love you and Mariam. And it was so cute. And I was just like, I would have never guessed that when someone was coming up to like take a picture, I mean, not never, but like, I don't know. You forget, like, I'm worried about what I'm saying too when people come up at meet and greets.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I hope I'm funny enough for them
Yeah.
in these 2 moments we have together.
Yeah.
Or like, don't say the wrong thing. And then these other 2.
Like you're saying you forget that they're also nervous.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
It just, yeah.
I mean, Okay, so go on.
Well, then the other two gals were sitting in the front, and they came up after, and they were just like, "Thank you for like talking about all the things you guys do and letting us know that it's okay to take up space."
Oh, that's really sweet.
I think that subject though is interesting because I still like I was actually noticing it specifically in the green room.
Mm-hmm.
There was an opener working with me who I hadn't met before. Dwight Simmons, he's hilarious. Look him up.
Okay.
And like Kendall and I get into the green room and like I unpack, costumes everywhere, like buffalo wings askew. I have 3 notepads out, a laptop, like little dongles everywhere. And I found myself like when I knew he was probably going to come within the next 20 minutes, I like made sure everything was like nice and neatly in just like a tiny corner of the green room.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I was just, I don't know, acknowledged it in my head because I was like, it's funny that I would probably, like, this is what I would have done as, like, the host or the opener, and I'm still doing it even though I'm the headliner.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to take up too much space.
Huh.
Or make someone feel like there's not space for them as well.
Right. I mean, I think that's a considerate thing to do.
Okay.
I could imagine, like, if I were an opener and walked into a room that felt like it had already been claimed.
Yeah.
And then not know what to do or where to go or how to, like, exist in that. So I think that's super considerate. I mean, you could probably take up more
Half.
space,
Maybe half.
than like a little sliver, but
Yeah.
I think that's considerate.
What does the concept of taking up space mean to you?
Well, there's the obvious physical space.
Well, that we take up a lot of. Mm-hmm. Ka-thong, 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 ka-thong.
And then I think
Dave's hot chicken.
there's like, what is that?
Don't you love Dave's hot chicken?
I mean, I like hot chicken. Was that an imitation of me?
No.
Just storming into a room eating hot chicken? Good dong.
Erin made a comment to me last week, sorry, before you continue, about like, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, just about like diet and stuff. And she was just like, no, I think it's refreshing that you just kind of like say fuck it and eat whatever you want. I was like, okay.
Thank you so much. I mean, I kind of agree with that.
Oh, I was going to say though, I like that you do it too. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
It's not, every single meal of every day, but like every
Yeah.
now and then you're like, I'm going to,
Like when I stayed at your house, I was like, by the way, I ate the ice cream straight out of the pint.
Of course.
And I'm like,
Of course.
I rarely order ice cream, but if it's there,
Yeah.
I'm going after it.
Yeah.
Okay, space. So there's physical space. I feel like there's audible space.
Yeah.
And then there's like emotional space.
Mm-hmm.
And I think taking up physical and audible space kind of is one and the same, where it's just like in a room, people know you're there. But then the emotional space is more nuanced, right? Where it's like, I don't know, you may not realize how, and I'm not saying this about you, I'm saying hypothetically, like how your energy impacts a room or like impacts the people in your life.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to gauge
Totally.
personally.
Oh, same. Like I mean,
You have no idea how uncomfortable you make me. I'm so excited when I'm driving here and then I get here and I'm like, "Meh, meh, meh." No, I'm just kidding, Mariam.
Word.
She's all buttoned up, fresh from a site visit in her hard hat and her steel toe boots.
Not today.
I know.
But no, I think that like at different moments in my life, I'm sure I've taken up too much of other people's emotional space, and I've certainly experienced it from people in my life where I'm like, I don't have the capacity to receive this much or whatever,
Yeah.
And then there's just like your dad didn't say I don't want you to shoot Entitled this weekend,
Yeah.
but like you feel that and it makes you become smaller as a
Yes.
result, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And sneakier.
Tell me more about that.
It just sort of felt like there were comedy handcuffs put on me. And I found myself attempting to act out in other ways.
Interesting.
like I just felt really like riled up, and I had all these ideas, and I was like, well, if I can't get it out, like, then I need to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, silence these voices, or like, I don't know. I just was really fucking wound up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, I think, because I mean, we've talked about it a lot, but it's always something that's like affected me. But I just really was like, I went into it being like, and I even prefaced it with my mom, like,
Yeah.
and then, yeah. And I just felt bad too, because the whole time she was like sidebarring with my dad and being like, you have to be nicer. And like, that you don't understand. Because she was saying, whenever me and my mom were alone together, she was like, he did the same thing with Mike, my brother. And he was like, Mike, it's hard for him on the golf course too, because he screams at him. He gives lessons to everyone at their like club.
Yeah.
And he's like the nicest. Everyone loves him. But for some reason with kin, it's just like, fucking be better!
Yeah. Dude, that's such a common, like, he should work on that. But it is a common thing.
Yeah. I saw a really funny TikTok the other day. This girl was like, it was something about dads in the South, but I think it really could work for dads anywhere. It was just like, you see, the thing about dads in the South is they don't go to therapy, okay? They strap a couple of kids on some inner tubes, and they just go round and round until that fucking smile comes back.
That's hilarious.
Which I feel like is so true.
Yeah.
My dad would just put his hat on backwards, and he would say, get ready for Mr. Toad's wild ride, and you would slowly see his smile start to come back.
Oh, my God.
Just as we were, like, skipping across the water, and someone was kneeing each other in the throat.
Yeah.
Kneeing someone in the throat.
The little things, you know?
Yeah, the little things in life.
Oh.
Yeah. The little...
Yeah. Why'd you ask me about the space thing?
Oh, I don't know. I found it interesting. I think that it seemed like maybe there was a little part of it that meant Aaron and me. Maybe like talking about that stuff. Also. Relationship stuff. Like they were just like, thanks for like letting us know that like it's okay to be vocal about the fact that we exist.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I mean, it's Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
We were in our first Uber that sounds a little stroke.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, the first Uber ride of the trip, I was like, is it gay friendly here? Like, I was like, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, it seemed fine.
That's good.
Yeah. That's what I asked when I landed a new town.
Yeah.
You guys gay friendly? How's the tap?
The second is always what I want to know.
Yeah. I feel like you go for the tap regardless.
Yeah.
Even if you were in Sayulita.
I mean, I'll do like ice cubes in a country that you're not supposed to have the water.
In a Kikakula. In Cabo.
In a Kikakula.
In a
See,
Kikakula
that's another
in
one of
Cabo.
those. Yeah, you do that voice. It takes me a beat. And then
Anything
you're looking
to
at me
deviate
like...
from the regular voice is encouraged in my eyes.
Okay.
I'm so glad to be back in this town for, even though it's a couple days.
Yeah.
Toward the end there, people are so nice, Mariam.
You, in Fortith Wayneth.
Yeah. I was just thinking the Midwest.
Yeah.
I mean, it took about 28 hours to get there, which was in my comedy career. I've never experienced that.
That's wild. That's way too long.
It was, yeah.
Do you have a review of the Dallas-Fort Worth airport?
Oh, I've loved it for some time.
They just redid it a few years ago.
Oh, did they now?
It's huge.
Welcome to Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah.
It's huge. Everything's bigger in Texas. Mm-hmm. The hair is big. I have very fond memories getting stuck at DFW when I was younger. Like, attempting to go on vacations with the fam. We'd always get
to
stuck
Mexico,
in DFW.
Oh,
and
funny.
Always at TGI Fridays.
Oh, not Whataburger?
No, never.
Have you had it?
Yeah.
I still haven't. It's not that good. I feel like burgers are a vernacular thing. Like every place geographically thinks that their hometown burger is the best burger. Yeah.
But I kind of think McDonald's is.
Because you travel so much.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I gotta be safe.
You need the consistency.
Yeah. But the Dallas airport was good. I had some TGIs, had some buffalo wings and several Diet Cokes. Mm-hmm. And then they flew me to Philly randomly in the pilot. I've never had a comedian pilot before.
Uh-huh.
This was my first time.
Okay.
And this guy he was so chipper on the plane. And then when I saw him, met up with him at the hotel. The Philly airport has like a Marriott in it. But he gets on the thing as we're taking off and he's like, alrighty, folks, we've got to... forget whatever he said at the beginning, but he was like, my wife tells me I've got a golden voice, so I'm going to tell you just a little joke here. I know you guys have been waiting for a long time, and I just want to make things smoother for you. Like, this is the last thing anyone wants right now is a joke, buddy.
Yeah.
And but also props, because it's a tough crowd.
Yeah.
And he's standing right in front of the first class cabin.
Oh, so he's
at
out.
DFW, that's tough.
This is the pilot,
No,
not...
they're fresh off the Admiral's Club. They're bitches.
This is pilot, not the...
This is pilot.
Not the flight attendants.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's full-ass
So he comes
pilot.
out of his little cockpit
He does.
to do a show.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It lasted about 3 or 4 minutes in total, which is long.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna butcher the joke, but it was something like, what happens when you what happens when your suitcase doesn't arrive at your final destination?
What?
You can finally complain about your emotional baggage. Something like that. It was bad, dude.
Oh, bud.
And so I'm waltzing over to the Marriott at the Philadelphia airport. It's like 2 a.m. And him and the guy are like, hey, can we get late checkout? I love late checkout, about 4 p.m. And then I go to check in, and they had taken the last room. And I even said, like, hey, great jokes tonight on the plane.
Oh.
I feel like I shouldn't have, because I was lying.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say kind of like, I really should have just said, like, great try.
Great attempt.
Great. Good for you for, like, trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah.
But I was like, great jokes. And he was like, he was hard on himself, like we are. He was like, oh, that's awful. Like, what are you, fucking me?
Hey, you know what? You didn't crash. So that's all we expected
That was
from
the
you,
best
bud.
bit of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, great closer.
Yeah. Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 25,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, they can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to the therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's via text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you can get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom-picked for you, more scheduling flexibility, and at a more affordable price. You can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/startatbirth. That's betterhelp.com/startatbirth. BetterHelp, HELP.com/startatbirth.
But then the second getting into Fort Wayne, like, just, how you doing today? Oh, where you coming in from? What brings you to Fort Wayne?
Oh, my.
Oh, you're a comic. What's your shtick? The more controversial, the better. Like, it's fine for a while, but every time looking over at Kendall's just like,
You don't really like you like to be talked shit to more than you like niceties, like over.
what do you mean talked shit to? By
Like,
a stranger?
No, but like I think you bond better with like ribbing as opposed to like the over the top nice.
Yeah, I feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I'm similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some part of it I think feels fake to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think the Midwest is this weird. I don't think they're faking it.
It seemed pure, but it just seemed like there was a desire.
Their intentions were pure.
Intentions were pure, but it almost just seemed like a little bit how I felt in Japan once we got to Niseko after being like with only Japanese people, and then you get to Niseko and everyone's Australian. It was like there can't be any dead air. It was just like the need to be talking, even if it's like we're not listening, we don't care.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I found myself wanting to ask questions back, and then I would like check myself, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
The obligatory like small talk.
Yeah.
Is
What's your life story?
Yeah, sometimes really uncomfortable. It's like I don't want to do this dance.
Yeah.
You know, like let's just
Is
have
it the nice
exchange.
thing to do? I suppose sometimes, but like I hadn't slept in 24 hours and I was just kind of like, I think only being that sleepless would I go, I don't care to ask this person like about the last whatever.
Yeah.
Or what else they have going on in their life, because I was worried maybe it would prompt more questions that I would have to answer.
It's a hard question to answer though. Like, is it the right thing to do or is it the nice thing to do? Because it's like,
Yeah.
I think the nice thing to do is to actually mean it. Like that's a nice thing. But if you're feeling like it's a chore,
Yeah.
then it's not nice and you shouldn't.
Or, and I don't normally say I'm a comic in an Uber. It was just way too early and I hadn't
Yeah.
slept.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
immediately it just, it's always a disaster. But I find a lot of times too people ask questions just because they want you to finish the fuck up so they can tell you what they think about what you do.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or who else they,
Yeah. Well, there's that classic line that I'm going to butcher in Fight Club where he tells, like, it's at the end of the movie, and I won't spoil anything for people that still haven't seen Fight Club.
It's been a while.
But he says, like, basically to the effect of, like, people are just waiting for their turn to talk. And that's...
And same. Always.
As we're sitting here with microphones, forcing people to listen to us.
Everyone is so eager to talk.
I know. I don't understand it at all. It's so crazy.
My God.
No, but if you're listening to this, it's your choice. We're not forcing our,
That's right.
Yeah, speech down your throat.
Yeah.
Or shoving it up your ass.
Shove it up your ass, kiddo.
God.
Anyways, though, it's always really nice to have people come up and like talk about the podcast because it seems like they have almost a deeper understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost also makes me feel like disingenuine because I tell stories, but like the jokes instead of just talking.
You mean when you're doing your stand-up, or you mean...
Like for someone who like likes the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they know so much.
Yeah.
If they have listened and they come up after, then I'm like, oh, well, these jokes probably suck then.
You mean the jokes that you're telling them as you're doing like a meet and greet?
No, on stage.
On stage, okay. No,
I'm just
they
giving
don't think
myself
that.
tons of bad press.
And that's not the case. Like, well, I got recognized at your show. I told you this.
Yeah. Well,
And-
I also am still trying to bounce back from the fact of after my show at the Improv, you and Aaron were like, how'd you think it went?
This is
No,
why.
I'm glad you guys push me.
I know.
It's just, it's never freaking good enough for anybody in my life.
But this is the thing, though, Becky. It's you it's not good enough for.
I know.
And you know that.
I know. Kendall said it to me 8 times this weekend. Your only obstacle is you.
Yeah. I know.
So tomorrow in therapy, I'm going to work on self-esteem.
Which is, wait. What's the book that Erin has on her nightstand?
The obstacle is the way. Oh my God!
You are the obstacle.
Oh,
So funny.
Wow, Mariam.
Oh my God. Full circle.
How do you think, what would be helpful to talk about in therapy to work on? Are you your own obstacle? Do you get in the way of some shit?
I think everyone is their own obstacle.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better.
Are you being facetious?
No.
Oh, okay. I really do think that.
The fuck?
I think to certain degrees, right? Like, I was actually just thinking about it on my way back from physical therapy this morning, where I was like, I can convince myself out of anything.
Yeah.
Even if I know, like, I know I'm doing it. I know, like, if I should do the thing, I can convince myself of all the reasons not to, and I'll let myself believe that I'm right, even though I know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I think you're similar, where, like, you will do this, like, mental gymnastics to justify what you know is not right.
Yeah. Like drinking?
No, even like, new material or, like, whatever it is. You're just like...
What you know is not right. Material I've seen you do.
No, I don't know. I mean, if you want, You're making this about you, even though I was talking about me.
Sorry.
So
Okay.
it's hard for me to give a
Can you give an example as you?
of me.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's probably more around like dating stuff.
Oh.
Like I can very easily convince myself I'm uninterested or
Yes. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's like a.
it's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, I was gonna say coping mechanism, but
Yeah. No, it's like you don't to
it's a
avoid-
mechanism of sorts.
Right. And okay, if we do want to make a parallel with you in comedy, I think it's similar. You are in some ways afraid of doing stuff that's new or like because it's riskier and the fear of trying it and failing
Yeah.
pushes you to just do the stuff that you know works.
Yeah.
In the same way that like I very much live in a comfort zone with relationships,
Yeah.
which is at arm's length.
Yeah.
And it's not like I need someone. I wish more people were like, Mariam, we can see through your bullshit. But
I can do that.
but do you see through it?
Well, with dating,
Just I don't know, whatever.
yeah, I feel like I've got you pretty well down to a science.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I don't?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, did you see my question down here?
Wait, what was it?
In regards to datings,
Datings.
are you
Oh.
addicted to addicts? Or
I
like people that you think are, I don't know, maybe, I don't want to say less than,
I know
or
what
like
you mean.
messed up in some way?
It's a great question.
You come in and you're like, I feel better, or I feel like I have a leg up, or I feel like I can fix them.
I think some part of me must feel good about helping or like being the like a voice of whatever, like the idea that people come to me for advice or whatever. I have to like it, otherwise I wouldn't continuously put myself in that role.
Mm-hmm.
The addicts thing I think is just a weird a weird coincidence because it's not like I think because addiction is not an attractive quality in anyone. Like it has a lot of negative repercussions.
Yeah.
But I think there are a lot of qualities that addicts have
Mm-hmm.
that are attractive, like often humor,
Singular focus.
well, I was gonna say like passionate. There's
Mhm.
like this, I don't know, and ability to be like vulnerable and like really honest.
Mm-hmm.
Also, with addicts, there's a lot of lying too. Like it's a
Yeah.
weird, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I should probably dig deeper into that. But I do have this like very peppered history of having people with addiction in my life, for sure.
More on this next time. I was listening to Dax Shepard podcast, and they were talking about how his co-host Monica
Yeah.
was like, I figured out that I'm
Addicted
addicted to addicts. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just something within that.
I don't know what it is.
I guess that's probably not a great way of like phrasing it.
And it depends because there's so many different types of like quote unquote addictive.
I
like,
know,
addicts.
and I think people all deal with addiction in one way or another in
Yeah.
life.
Like I've dated ex-heroin addicts, cocaine addicts, alcoholics. Like I've had people in my life that are addicted to substances.
Yeah.
But then I think a lot of friends.
Does Baba know that?
Baba. You've never been able to get it right.
Baba.
Baba.
Does Bitbull?
Bibo.
Baba.
No, because they weren't like serious. I'm sure.
Yeah. You're not bringing him home to Baba.
No, but honestly, I think he's the same. He's similar. He's always
Baba?
been. Yeah, he's not. My mom's not an addict. But with
How long's your mom been doing heroin?
But people in my dad's life, like he attracts, or he's always been the person to like bring people in, help them out. And I'm sure he feels joy from that, like from being, I don't know, consistent for those people or something. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I remember like when he had the pizza shop when I was growing up, most of his employees were like guys in their 20s who had been kicked out of their house, like
Yeah.
were partying all the time, and my dad like treated them like his own children.
Yeah.
And they call him on Father's Day. You know, like he's just, I don't know, always been like in that role.
Yeah. Another thing they were talking about, well, Dax specifically said he's either always going up or he's going down. Rarely just in neutral.
Oh,
I found
interesting.
that interesting because I feel like that's how you describe me.
Is that how you feel?
Ping-pongy. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel pretty neutral right now, but this is rare.
Yeah.
No, I would say I'm on the up and up right now.
Okay.
Doing good things right now.
That's great.
But this trainer that I started working with is
Yeah.
the one that I sent the video to.
The trainer.
I shouldn't have done that.
Oh,
Just
so
the
good.
best fucking human ever. Like, just I can't believe I was having so much anxiety about that. But
Yeah.
he said something this morning that like I was driving and I wasn't expecting to be like from it. Because I thought I said it as just like an aside, and I didn't really think it was like, I don't know what we were talking about. Just like we were working out at Joe's and Katie was there and stuff, and I was talking about. I just kind of said like I'm really inconsistent, and I forget what it was in response to. Maybe working out or like staying on something program, but yeah, I just left and he called and was like, yeah, really fucking great work today, and then he was just like, you made a comment. And I'd like to discuss it. You said you're really inconsistent. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. I think you have priorities. And a lot of times your priority is to put a wig on and do some funny shit. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, that is a nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think deep down feel that way a little bit. I feel a little bit that way because maybe because my mom always explains how everyone around me is consistent but never... Does everything come from our fucking parents?
Probably. Yeah.
But yeah, never has really given me that
Interesting.
accolade.
I think
Like, Aaron's so consistent. You're so consistent. I guess that's it.
But in different ways, right? Like
Yeah.
you are, I agree with your trainer. Like in order to succeed at comedy, at something like what you do, which is like extremely self-guided, you have to be consistent and persistent and driven to do the thing.
So it's okay if the weight ebbs and flows a little bit.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. I think and you know this, and this is why you're going to trainer, but it's like it once it starts impacting your mental health around it is like that's it's like the weight is a number.
Yeah.
You know me, like I don't give a fuck about that. It's like how you feel, and it's gotten to a point where you don't feel good about it.
Yeah. I feel like you've really noticed it too. Every time I'm on a working out spurt, you're like, you seem happy.
You do.
Yeah.
And like you're one of the most athletic people I know. We've talked about this a lot.
I know. Stop it.
It's true. We're giving these strippers all these props last week, but you're very athletic.
Oh, man, Seabass and Cedric.
Yeah.
Never again.
Good Lord. No, I think that's good. And I think that I like that he's like willing to talk about stuff like that with you.
I've just never had someone that's like tried to go about, what am I saying? Health in a healthy way.
I know what you mean.
Like the last program I did was just like you eat the same thing every day.
Yeah.
You do like XYZ, boom, boom, boom. It's an 8-week thing. And then like, what's the plan after that?
Mm-hmm.
You just bounce right back into your shit and like go crazy because you've been eating the same meal for everything.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's being so careful to like, if I drop into conversation that I'm anxious, like I just got this, it's called a Whoop,
Oh yeah.
and it like heavily monitors your sleep and
We should try and
recovery.
get them to sponsor us.
Whoop, obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay, it does everything but tell time, which is great because I don't want to look at my wrist and see the time.
Yeah.
But it really like when we did our first session together, he was like, "How many hours are you sleeping a night?" I was like 8, sometimes more. And I look at my watch and it's like, no, bitch.
Yeah, right.
Like I barely get 4 every night.
Wait, do you really think you sleep 8 hours a night? You're scrolling like.
I've been getting better at that.
Okay.
I guess I assume
you're in bed maybe 8 hours, but sleep?
Yeah. But then it talks about like your daily strain and your recovery, and I've only had it for a couple weeks now, but like tracking the days that I've like been golfing or Saturday night I had 2 shows. It was like the amount of calories burned and like the strain versus the recovery. You're like, oh, okay, no wonder I feel like shit. No wonder I might be, if I have a bunch of things to do that next day and I notice I'm not recovered, I'll panic and like maybe reach for something that's not probably
gonna help.
reach for a drink or something, or just like, I don't know, anything, just because you're like, you're not all there.
Dave's hot chicken.
So Dave's hot chicken, it's a fireball. See if I can really pull these hemorrhoids up. Why will I not? Oh, but he's just like, we're gonna ease into it, with the workouts and stuff, and he's just being so I've never gone about getting in shape in a healthy way. I've always just been like, I can just stop eating, or I can because I'll get to a panic state where I look at myself and I go, fuck, all right, I can just stop eating.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I think I've gotten to a place now, and in the past, since I started touring again in August, like I can't. And so that's why I think maybe that would have worked in the past when things weren't so busy.
Yeah.
But there's too much output.
But also that's so, it does the same thing where like, okay, sure, maybe you drop 5 pounds in a matter of like a week.
Yeah.
And then you while out because you can't.
Yeah.
The same idea with like doing sober months instead of like, like approaching sobriety as if it were the healthy way to approach eating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is like, you have to make it a habit. You have to make it a lifelong thing. It can't, that's sustainable.
That's so true.
Because the crash, like you like crash diets, a week off drinking, whatever, like it's just not gonna last.
Yeah. I also like think the idea of weaning off alcohol. I can't ever really see that work unless it like medically.
Yeah.
Because I know at the hospital sometimes if you're weaning off, they actually give you like a little bottle of vodka, I think.
Crazy. Well, I mean, it's like methadone clinics do that for like heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be tough. 'Cause, like if you're like, all right, I'm weaning off wine. Normally I drink a bottle. So I'll just drink 3 glasses tonight.
Yeah.
You'll see that last bit and go, you fucking.
Exactly. I was just thinking you would be like, it's been compromised.
And
there's only 1 glass left.
I woke up tomorrow and I see that little tidbit.
You're going to drink it in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a morning Merlot.
So wild.
Just to get it out of the house.
I mean, dude, but this is what I'm talking about. The convincing yourself.
The mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do that same shit with just different things in life.
I guess it's different for everyone, though, because I do think food is more manageable.
I think so, too.
Like, I'm not super, like, fucking McDonald's.
Yeah. No, because you like eating healthy, too.
Yeah.
It's
I don't always like my asshole fucking blown up like the hands in Tropic Thunder from Ben Stiller.
Gross. Thank you for that visual.
Sorry.
No, but I think it's true. Like, I don't know. And you like cooking. It's the time,
Love
though.
cooking.
It's having the
time, yeah.
When I've eaten my worst or when I've been like out of whack has been when I'm like on a crazy deadline.
Yeah.
And just have no time to like prep.
Yeah.
Which is where like
those are the moments I'm working on now, though. Well, I guess shouldn't say deadlines, but like I've only eaten 1 meal today and I just finished my shows and it's 2 a.m. And the only thing around is Arby's.
Yeah.
So it's like just trying to like plan in advance to like have.
Gotta have a bar.
I don't really do bars.
I know, but those are like
I'll eat all the grilled chicken in the world.
Okay, grilled chicken's
Or
great.
veggies.
Yeah.
But a bar?
I
A
also
bar could be a slippery slope for me. I'm gonna be like, how about Snickers?
there's I used to do like late night Greek yogurt because it's got a lot of protein, and then would do that, and then it feels like a dessert.
That's one of the saddest things I've ever heard you say.
Listen, I'm a plain. We've established in this show.
To do a little late night Greek yogurt.
I'll do Greek yogurt. Also, want to make it even sadder? Plain. No vanilla, no
vanilla?
honey, just plain. I like the.
It's got a nice little sour ting to it.
It's what I grew up on.
Okay, well, that's yeah.
Okay. But it's going well with the trainer? It seems like it is.
Yeah. I'm just glad that we have like a plan and he's just being mindful of like, I don't know.
The mental part.
Yeah. Because I don't really feel like I have anyone in my life that cares that much about, I don't know. It just, yeah. I guess I'm paying him, but like.
I know, but
like, should I start paying the people closest to me so they can build me up a little more too?
Aww.
Start slipping 20s in everyone's pockets? Like,
Stop.
yeah.
Do I tear you down?
No, not at all. I mean, just like it's rare that I feel like someone encourages you to rest. Very rare. And it's like, are you getting enough sleep? Like, it's just like, you don't, who asks you that?
I know this isn't about me, but I'm going to make it about me.
Okay.
I've walked you through a motherfucking meditation before.
Mariam.
I care about you getting rest.
That's true.
So.
That meditation was, we talked about it and we never really got to.
I know, we never said what it was.
Guys, I'm just going to show you what Mariam, I thought this was something she had memorized when she pitched it to me. Do you want me to lead us through a meditation? Like, I thought you were reading off something. So I like rolled over, I get in my position, I'm ready to drift off.
And I'm in my mind just ready for you to rip me a new asshole. Like, I'm ready for this onslaught of like making fun of me so deeply, but I'm like, fuck it. I'll be weird and vulnerable with Becky. Like,
you
poor
really?
Girl. Yeah, I was like, poor girl needs to sleep, and I'm gonna just see if this works.
Mariam goes, okay. Feel, the only thing I remember, feel the gold flying out of your feet and flying out of your every limb. Gold is flying out from everywhere.
It was molten gold.
Molten gold.
Liquid gold is filling up.
Liquid gold
filling up your body, starting at your toes.
Did I at any point say like, "Okay, Dr. Evil"?
You honestly, you were silent the entire time.
I can be serious.
You felt that liquid gold moving through your body.
I did. I really put myself in a position to pretend. We both have childlike spunk and spirit.
Yeah.
And if someone tells me to do something and I'm up for it, I'm going to give it a shot.
And you conked out.
Yeah.
I remember because we still had one of the lights on, and I remember like just waiting for you to be like, well, that didn't do shit. Like, I was just waiting, and it was just like quiet, quiet, quiet. And I go, should I turn the light off? And you go, yeah. So you're welcome.
Oh, man.
How's that for recovery?
You fuck. I guess I just mean like a holistic approach.
No, I think it's great. And you sometimes
multiple times a week checking it.
And you need someone who's objective. Like I'm sure there are things that I could say to you where it's like you just can't hear it from me.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Oh, yeah, because it's like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Totally.
Greek yogurt have an ass?
I can't wait for this trainer to tell you to eat Greek yogurt.
He already did
night.
today. I was like, eye roll.
See?
I just don't really fuck with Greek yogurt. Like, I don't know.
It'll become
Unless I'm like,
treat.
if I'm really fucking high and that's the only dessert.
Yeah. Thing will settle.
But I can't tell you, Greek yogurt more than any other thing purchased from the grocery store has gone unopened.
Wow.
In my fridge, because I always buy it and I think I'm gonna get into yogurt.
More than spinach.
Way more.
Huh.
I put spinach in everything.
Spinach is
It just cooks down to nothing.
It really does.
And then
you know what I do?
If you don't put salt on it, you're like, tastes salty.
I'll saute spinach with garlic and then I'll mix it with yogurt.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
It's delicious.
Fucking psycho.
Yeah, I don't know. I also grew up on plain yogurt. We used to dip like
Oh,
potato
yeah, like
chips in
You make
plain
your own dip.
yogurt.
Yeah.
And you eat plain yogurt with every Iranian meal.
Okay. Speaking
how it
of,
goes.
I'm sorry we've gone this long.
Wait, what?
Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
So it's the Iranian New Year?
Yeah, today is, well, it's the first day of spring when we're recording. When you guys hear this, it won't be. But the first day of spring is the Iranian New Year. And it... Happy New Year. Eid Shoma Mubarak.
Becky Desh.
Becky Des. Becky Desh.
Eid Shomam. What is it?
Mubarak. Eid Shoma Mubarak.
Eid Shomam Mubarak.
Merci.
Assalamu alaikum. Praise Allah.
I was going to make a fucked up joke, and I won't.
Oh.
No, I won't.
Okay.
But yeah, today's the New Year, and I told you before we started recording that I was kind of sad to not be with my family, because it's like,
Oh, yeah.
you like do, it happens at the equinox, so every year it's at a different time.
Yeah.
Today was at 2:24 p.m.
Today, just now at 2:24?
Yeah, on my way driving here, it
Oh,
was
I didn't
the
know
New Year.
that, Mariam. I'm sorry I didn't bring you a bottle of Vouv
No, it's all
or
good.
some flatbread.
Some yogurt, some Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Just guzzle
Some
down.
halal.
Yeah. No, wrong. Sorry. Some lavash.
Lavash.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're educating her.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we came in and I was like, well, this is nice because at least you're family, you know?
And that's so sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the Persian New Year, first day of spring, which I think that makes more sense than January 1st. Like,
It comes way too soon. January 1st. Mm-hmm.
and first day of spring is like spring cleaning, start fresh,
This
flowers are
feels
blooming.
like a new year.
Right?
Yeah, so I should convert.
Please do.
Okay.
And then the Wednesday before the New Year, it's called Char Shanbe Suri.
Chashem Masuri.
Chahar Shanbe Suri. It's like the fourth. I don't know the exact translation. The fourth Wednesday or something.
Okay.
Anyway, it's the last Wednesday before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And you jump over a fire, and you say there's a
Singe your pubes off.
if you're lucky. There's childhood photos of me like in the fire. My parents are
Burn,
like,
baby, burn.
Yeah. My parents are like, no. Like,
Oh,
no.
God.
Like, I just went for it. But yeah, you jump over a fire and then you say like to the fire, the translation is basically like all of my like icks from the last year are burning in the fire, and from you I take like energy and warmth and whatever for the new year.
Sounds healthy as sin.
It's pretty cool.
Well, are we going to do that tonight?
Well, that happened last Wednesday.
And you did it?
No, I didn't do it this
Well, then
year.
we can still do it. Oh, you wouldn't do it because it's past the...
We can do yeah, fuck it.
Well,
Let's do
also,
it.
if it just popped up today, like, news alert, it's the new year? Or could you have looked at a calendar and known
No,
it was
I
coming?
knew
Oh,
it was
you knew.
last.
Okay.
Yeah, I was by myself. The year before I jumped over a candle. It's just not the same, you know.
That's
It was
a
raining.
little worse than Greek yogurt, right?
Like videoing myself jumping over a candle to send to my family.
Oh, Miriam.
Yeah, but I didn't do it.
Burn the bad. That
Yeah.
does seem, that's good. I like
Isn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice, like, cleansing, fresh
I
start.
think that you should let it burn.
And you're supposed to wear, like, all new clothes. So shopping
That
spree.
sounds a little risky.
But after the
After
day,
you jump
yeah,
over.
after the fire. Yeah, fire first.
You're supposed to put on a brand new silk set. Jump over the fire.
So, do your hair with lots of hairspray. And then
You want to
give
get a
it
good
go.
photo as you're jumping.
Exactly. Was that the hair? Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
Well,
yeah,
Happy New Year.
thank you so much.
I would like to do that New Year and Shabbat
Okay,
every Friday.
great.
So can I just adopt that?
Actually, we got invited. Well, I'm inviting you
Shh.
to a Shabbat dinner. I was about to say we might be uninvited now, but I actually think that just sealed our invite because Danielle, if you're listening,
When is this?
well, I had dinner with her last week,
I know.
and she's Jewish, and was saying something about. I think her brother does a dinner every week or something. But
I would like to start doing the Shabbat circle.
I'm not
Sorry,
familiar with
I would
that.
like to start doing the. I would like to start.
Also, I'm not sure how much I trust you because you just asked if challah bread was part of Persian culture.
Sorry about that. I just
okay.
love the halal guys, and it was just at the forefront of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Shawarma.
You said halal?
Yeah.
Okay, that's different. That
Yeah.
is more applicable.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I thought you said challah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, what's that?
The bread. The
Oh.
like.
Hella bread's named challah.
Okay. Anyway.
Maybe first I'll start trying to learn to make the dishes, because that's an area that I haven't quite experimented in.
Okay.
Latkes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I want to be good at it, you know?
Really impressed.
And if I can bring a dish.
Yeah.
Or a couple, you know? They'll probably be like, get the fuck out of here.
No, I think you could do it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we have some questions.
Wait, we also got a story.
Did we?
We got a couple, but I'm just gonna read one.
What?
Well, because it's a long one,
Okay.
and the other one I didn't edit down in time.
Okay.
We'll read it
Is
on the
it
next
good?
one. This one's pretty funny.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, Mariam.
Okay. I have a vag bust story that will make you literally clench your undercarriage.
Jesus.
I was 16 years old and on a family ski/snowboard trip in Keystone, Colorado. It was my first time on the slopes, but day 2, I decided to leave my fam and hit the blues solo. Also, I should say to whoever wrote this, I cut out a lot of stuff, so I'm not reading it. I'm paraphrasing. It's not word for word. I hop on the lift with a rando dude that was in line next to me. He was pretty cute, so I was definitely trying to exude coolness.
Oh my God.
His board somehow went sideways and tangled between my legs as we pushed off the lift. I fell butt/vag first and landed directly on his empty binding clasp. The immediate pain. I don't think I could make a sound either. I just got to get down this mountain and then I'll assess the situation at the lodge. So I made it to the base, went straight to the bathroom, and I thought, well, this is not good. And I figured I probably needed medical attention. Underwear was soaked with blood. Like, there's just blood everywhere. We ended up going to the ER at the base of the mountain. I'm spread eagle on the exam table, and the doctor literally said, oh, my God. I had busted my vag lip wide open, had to get 12 stitches, and the stitches weren't the worst part. It was the 2 shots of numbing meds directly into the wound that made me black out briefly.
Oh my God.
They said they had never seen an injury come off the mountain like this. I had to just laugh at it and get everyone else to laugh with me. So I told all my friends at soccer that I got flavored stitches down there. It was quite the experience, and I've stuck to skiing ever since. Love the pod. Love all Becky's characters. She wants you to come to Pensacola, Florida.
Okay, I'll be there.
Dude. Ouch.
Well, hold up. What brand of snowboard pants were we wearing? Sue them immediately. Dude.
I have
so
no
the lip
idea.
is as in the skin?
That's what I assume. Yeah, the skin busted open and had to get stitched back up. But I was like,
Dissolving stitches, did
binding?
she say?
Well, she
The
said they were
binding
flavored. I don't know if they were dissolvable.
Must be.
But I feel like it would have been the edge of the snowboard, if anything.
I know. I thought you were gonna say she's trying.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But the binding. Oh God, dude.
Ouch.
Dude.
I was just thinking my slipping and falling on the monkey bars is nowhere near.
Well, also like if you, going to pee. Mm-hmm. After that happens.
Well, so
Just like
the part that I cut out was she said she was not a good snowboarder, so she every time she fell on the way down was just like shooting pain.
oh.
And then she got to the bottom and then was like, there was blood everywhere, but she's like, I'll just take a bath and like see how bad this is. And she said the bath just turned into a literal blood bath.
Why did you delete that?
Because it was so, there were a lot of details and I was like, I don't know how long we can go with this.
Sorry on Mariam's behalf.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
I cut a bunch of shit, so I'm paraphrasing. But,
And
also,
then now I'm
all the
having
stuff
to
I cut.
recollect. Yeah. Sorry.
Damn, sister. Well, I'll see you in Pensacola, and we can see how that puss is doing.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. Just high five over it.
Yeah.
Ouch. Thank you for sharing that story.
It's always tough to exude coolness while doing a snow sport. Because the second you start trying, like, you slip or you fucking...
I remember, so in middle school, we used to do the ski bus up to Mount Hood.
Yeah.
And your sister and I, and our friend Katie.
I was so jealous when you guys were in middle school and I wasn't yet and I couldn't go. You guys would get home so late and you would have had the best time.
Yeah, we really did. Those trips were so fun. And but I don't know why. Like, this is definitely bullying. Well, she wanted to do it. But we found this, like, pit, this, like, in the woods. Yeah, it was, like, in the woods. And then there was just, like, a kind of like a bowl, but not on purpose.
Yeah.
And one of the times we were there, Sarah may be able to, like, add more color to this story, but I just remember it was like a sheet of ice.
Oh.
And at some point we were like, Katie, pull your pants down and just slide down on your butt. And she did it. I don't remember if it was a bet or if we were just doing truth or dare.
Okay.
Or what.
Oh, did her butt get all cut up?
Dude, it was like the whole layer of skin was just gone.
I feel like I do kind of remember this.
And it was that night was morp or like the following weekend or something. Oh no, so that would have been high school. Maybe it was high school?
Yeah, maybe.
I just remember she had like red pants on and the like it was like oozing through the pants because her butt was just like
Y'all motherfuckers are evil, dude.
It's so bad. I like never. I mean, I'm sure.
Was she
I'm
like, "Why do you want
some
me
of
to
the
do
details.
that?" Or was she just like, "Okay"?
That's what I'm trying. It must have. We used to play Truth or Dare a lot.
Oh yeah.
It must have been just like we dare you to do it, and she didn't want to back out or something.
You guys were a little evil.
I mean, this. I think so, and yeah.
Maybe not. I just remember more pranks from then on out where I was the butt of the joke.
Oh really?
Yeah.
In high school?
Well, there's a lot of do this, do that, and I was like, okay.
I think, was I around during that, though? I think I veered off.
Whatever.
I really do think so. There was a point where I was like, because I was getting picked on, too.
Yeah.
I was an easy target.
Yeah.
Don't agree with that.
Well, you're a good person.
Well.
Which makes you an easy target to them.
Yeah. I think that we were all good people. We were just young and being bullies.
Yeah.
Shitty.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, sorry, Katie, about your butt.
I remember one day on Halloween, they all like threw flour in my eyeballs.
Oh, yeah. I was not there for that.
And
not to say I wouldn't have done it, but.
It stung.
Oh.
And it ruined my Halloween costume.
That was actually, oh my God, that was something, they had powdered perfume.
Oh.
This was a ski bus thing too. And they would be like,
Blow
make a
it?
wish. And then like close your eyes and make a wish. Open your eyes. And then whoever would open their eyes and they would just go poof, and like blow this powdered perfume into people's eyes.
Goddamn.
I remember that. I never did it, but I definitely laughed at it.
Yeah.
So, culpable.
Yeah.
Sorry to those that I've wronged.
I'm not.
Anyway, we got some questions. I'm not.
How do you get... Okay, first question. How do you get a clean, good-looking puss prepared for swimsuit season?
Laser hair removal.
Yeah, or I would say like a Brazilian sugar.
Oh, yeah, sugaring.
I've never done it.
Oh, I have.
Aaron's always doing it. And I gotta say, it looks fresh.
Well, I found that sugaring was like way better on my skin. Like no ingrowns. Like it was just a different.
Is there a little bit of pleasure to that?
No. What, are you jealous?
I almost did a pull-up today.
Okay, good for you. Next question.
Just also, I like weed whacking with a little bit of conditioner. A little bit of conditioner.
Oh, I mean, why not like with shaving cream or just conditioner?
You use shaving cream?
No, but I'm saying like then just recommend people use shaving cream.
Why?
Because it's better than conditioner.
I think conditioner is a little softer. And it's going on hair at the end of the day. But no matter what, even if you want to let that bush freak, no matter what,
flag.
freaking frick, if you want to let that bushy freak flag fly, let it rip, you know? You got little spider legs coming out of your swimsuit going,
Yeah. Do what makes you feel good.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I will listen to you burp and eat. I don't care. I just really like the pod. Told you, motherfucker.
That's great.
Let
That's
me eat
one
popcorn.
person.
Let me eat popcorn.
It's one person.
Where'd you go to high school / college? Well, Mariam and I both went to Taggart High School.
Taggart High.
Home of the Taggart Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
I went to college at San Diego State University.
And I went to Portland State University.
I majored in business administration with an emphasis in management, entrepreneurship, and I minored in TV, film, and new media.
It's great.
Fuck off, Mariam.
What? It's great.
And I took serving class.
I took belly dancing.
You're so weird.
I took belly dancing, but I majored in architecture. Surprise, surprise.
I want to know how Mariam went from being more your sister's friend to your friend.
Well, I mean, we got in a fight, and
Well, how old were you?
high school. We were so close in middle school. Best friends. Hung out all the time, talked all the time. High school started, and we were all just like figuring out who we were and what we cared about and stuff. I would say Sarah, your sister, was part of the like popular crowd, and I think I just was. I never really fit in, and I was like, the gap was getting larger. And one of the girls in that group spread a rumor about one of our other good friends saying she was a lesbian, and she's not. And that person is like so self-conscious, was like riddled with insecurity, and it was heartbreaking to watch. And I was mad that Sarah didn't stand up for her. And I held a grudge for the rest of high school. Sarah tried to give me a birthday present one year. I gave it back to her, didn't open it. Was just like, she tried to make amends many times, and I just was like, fuck off.
Shit.
Yeah.
Spread a rumor.
It was all over a rumor that I just thought was so mean.
It's like crazy how that's the thing that like can happen.
Yeah.
Like schools can be, it's fucked.
Well, and I think I was
Like high
madder
school.
than the girl who the rumor was about.
Yeah.
Like, it just felt so unjust and unfair and mean.
Yeah.
And it took me years. Like, in college, Sarah and I reconnected. We're fine. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't her that even spread the rumor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just was
I had
very
some
mad
issues
about it.
with their group as well.
Yeah. But I think it's just, it felt like the movie Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Like, that was the vibe of that crew. And I just had too many friendships with people in different that ran in different circles. And I didn't really want to identify, like, I didn't want to be associated with that kind of
Yeah.
mentality.
Yeah.
It wasn't even, like I said, it wasn't Sarah who committed the crime or anything. And then we reconnected in college, and then obviously
were there some,
we never really addressed it. It just time. I think time went by.
does it feel like there's an elefante in the room?
I don't think so. Maybe we have talked about it. I don't really remember. I think we just like
Let's do a session on the podcast where you guys get into it.
Okay. It
Let's
would be
bury
funny.
the hatchet.
It would be funny to. I mean,
It's been 20 years.
The hatchet's been so buried.
I know, but let's dig it back up.
Let's unearth it and then bury it again.
Discuss.
It would be interesting to hear her perspective about the
For
whole thing.
sure.
Because that's my side. That's
Yeah.
my memory of it.
Yeah.
Maybe none of that even happened. You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Okay.
But that's what the grudge was about in my mind.
And you were just like really wanted to be my friend, and that's why we became.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh my God, she's famous. Let me jump on this.
Yeah.
No, I just love to laugh.
Yeah.
I love being around people. And your sister is one of those people that when you hang out with her, it is always a good time.
Yeah. I think Sarah's funnier than I am.
I mean, she's very. I wouldn't be able to gauge who's funnier. I think obviously you've made a career out of it. I think you're two of the funniest people I've ever met.
Jeez Louise. That's really kind.
That's true.
Wish I could say the same about Reza.
Reza,
I haven't spent enough time with him.
No, he's very funny. He is, and he knows my sense
Reza's
of humor.
Mariam's brother, by the way.
Yeah. He knows my sense of humor so well that he won't even think something's funny, but he knows that I'll think it's funny, and he'll do stuff to make me laugh. And he makes me laugh harder than anyone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But that's blood. I don't think you can. I think siblings will always have that.
Something special, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about the first few months of the pandemic and how I just think it couldn't have been with anyone other than my sister. She was just the exact right person that I needed to be with during that time.
Yeah.
Mutual respect for what each other was doing, and just each other's needs, and then also being able to laugh at some of the things, no matter how dark they got.
Yeah.
And just she was coming home, and always there were medical podcasts and YouTube videos on all the time, and I just eventually absorbed so much of that I started regurgitating it because it was so boring. And she thought it was the funniest thing in the world, and I'm like, this is so
dark.
Yeah. Just going where's the RT? And just impersonating how they are. I don't know. It's so funny how there's certain language in everyone's field of work, and to everyone else it's just I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, true.
But you guys drop it into conversation sometimes we know.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's true. Someone just made fun of me the other day because I said I have to check with structural, and they were like, who talks like that? Who's structural?
That feels
What's
an
structural?
architecty thing.
Yeah, but it's just it's just part of the language.
Yeah.
And then all the acronyms and everything. It's very very specific.
Yeah, the acronyms are what get me. When are you back in Aspen? TBD.
Yeah, I mean you were kind of just there.
I was just
kicked off the tour.
I thought you said you got kicked off the tour. Probably I think in summer. I'll be back in summer. That's and then okay. 2 shows a night seems like a lot of work. Do you shine brighter at either show? I try as hard as I can to shine bright at both. I think the first one usually goes. I'll probably walk away thinking the first was the best, but the second show, being late, being sometimes the crowd is drunker or they're whatever. A lot of funny unhinged shit can go down in the second show.
Yeah,
and I'm a lot more willing to try different things. So I feel if you want a little bit of a weirder, more out of the box experience, come to the late show.
Yeah.
Because then I'll be warmed the fuck up. Things will all be I'll feel right at home in that venue.
Yeah.
And yeah, but if you want to see the way it's
supposed to be.
Yeah.
The more choreographed.
There's probably a little more of a twinkle in my eye during the first show, but that's just because I sweat off all my makeup.
There you go.
And my eyes grow red. Okay, how was day 1 with trainer? Share the diet, exercise routine. Curious minds want to know. Well, we haven't discussed diet yet because he wants to wait and ease into it in case I have anxiety. But I've started on my own. But he's gave me the stamp of approval that everything's okay.
Okay.
So I've been doing a smoothie in the morning with blueberries, spinach, 4 almonds, protein powder, almond milk, shot of espresso, and a little bit of peanut butter.
Okay.
And then lunch, grilled chicken, white rice, spinach, mushroom, onion, cauliflower, and broccoli.
Great.
And I've been putting kimchi on it. And that's the only thing that makes it good.
You know what's crazy? I didn't know you loved kimchi until we were in Japan.
Fucking love it.
I had no idea.
I mean, what's not to like?
I mean, a lot of people wouldn't like it. It's fermented cabbage.
It's so good.
I agree.
I think if I was a food, I'd be kimchi. My insides are pickled.
Little fermented.
Yeah, I have a fermented cabbage.
Okay.
Fermented gas.
And smells like farts.
That's right. And dinner is the one that's kind of been a toss-up, but I've been trying to keep grilled chicken on hand and a vegetable. Mostly just trying to if there's a bunch of food around, trying to fill up on normally I'm like, bread and butter, and just like sponging it in oils or butter or whatever.
Yeah.
But I try to like
More veggies.
drink a large glass of water and then eat some veggies first, and then you're like, okay, that scratched that itch. I'm not like, I'm fucking starving, I gotta eat everything.
Yeah.
And just, I also like sometimes get in a routine where I'm like, I always just want the fattest thing on the menu. And so right now I'm being more mindful. It's just, yeah.
That sounds great. I mean, honestly,
Salads and grilled chicken. I feel like I'm just obsessed with chicken. I always have been. Chicken!
I learned that in Japan too.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, they've got pork katsu. Becky's like, do you have chicken though? What about chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves chicken.
But the workouts have been...
Also white meat.
Yeah.
No dark meat.
No. I mean, unless it's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Guess that's turkey. The workouts have been really good. I wonder if I could share them on here, or if that would be okay with him.
Well, what style of workout? Like, are you doing HIIT training, or you could say like more in...
For when like there's
Loose
days
terms.
like when I had a 2-show day, he was like, just go and do like try to do. Well, he didn't even say do 20. He was like, go walk for 20 minutes, and I was like, I feel like I want to do something with weights because I have a fuck ton of energy. So it was like 20-minute, 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 20. Like it was like a dumbbell, a lunge, and something else.
Yeah.
And then there were optional abs at the end if you wanted to do that. And so for 20 minutes, you just cycle those 3 things. And I was like, this is gonna be so easy. By the end of it, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because at first I didn't think I was going fast enough. Then I started going really fast and I accidentally did 7 sets and,
Oh my God.
Whatever. But just a lot of like weights stuff. Not super heavy weights, but like light weights, step ups on stuff, abs, like a lot of stuff with body weight. I did a bunch of pull-ups today.
That's
With
great.
a little help.
Like
But
a
then slow
rubber
on the
band or
bottom.
something?
Like
Or
he was
like,
hoisting
guiding
me.
you? Yeah. Yeah.
I was actually sitting on his shoulder and
He's just getting really heavyweight
taking the
squats.
ball and slamming it down.
Nice.
Yeah, just anything like I feel like HIIT workouts are always like
Yep.
for them. If you have like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, like just doing it again and again and
Yeah.
again, you feel the burn. Because before working out with anyone, like any sort of trainers in my life, I always was just like 5-mile run. I would
Yeah.
never do anything else.
That's so crazy. I've never done that.
Oh, well, I did track and stuff.
Yeah. I do. I really like the Nike Training Club app.
Dude, speaking of, Netflix just added a bunch of Nike
saw that.
workouts.
I saw
have you
that.
tried them?
No, because I always have it on the app.
Yeah.
But
Do you pay for it?
mm-mm.
Oh, that's cool.
They have a bunch of free ones.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been using it for years, and it's awesome. And it gives you, I mean, it's so dumb that it works, but it's like, has a list of achievements, and it's like, you've gone 3 weeks in a row. Like, it'll like tell you, and it actually works to like make you be like, oh, I don't want to disappoint the app, you know?
Yeah.
But it's cool because you can organize them by workout type or muscle group or time.
Oh, that's
like if
nice.
you only have like 5 minutes, then it'll
Oh, Aaron
only
was
give
just
you-
showing me this.
It's awesome. It's really cool. So sometimes I'm like, ugh, I want to do something, but like I literally have 10 minutes, and so I'll do like a 5-minute like core like burner.
Yeah.
And just like knock that out, and then I feel like at least I did something.
Yeah. I love it when your butt cheeks get a little sore and you can flex them in
Dude.
bed.
Right now I'm like waddling after my physical therapy today.
That's good.
I made the mistake or the smart decision of telling the guy like the last session was a little too easy.
Oh.
And he was like, okay, we'll change that. And
Do you do it in this outfit?
No, I was I was going to come straight from PT, and I was so sweaty after today that I had to go home and shower.
You did come from PT one time and your outfit was insane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you documented it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High socks, Vans, some sort of tall tee, and bike shorts down to your knees.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing I never paid attention to was like, it seems so obvious, but like, I've reached a certain weight that I just feel like I would like to lose a certain amount. Feels like I'm over what I normally am, and it's unhealthy. Like it's affecting my mental health. So I'm like, okay, I think I want to be here. This feels like, Mariam always says, my body wants to be 150 pounds, and it's just paying attention to your calories if you can. I don't find it to be that annoying.
I don't either.
But-
And the scientific
like,
approach makes sense.
Yeah, if you want to lose weight, be in a calorie deficit.
Yeah. Duh. Eat less, work out more. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Or just like go on long walks and yeah. I feel like every single trainer is like, fuck running.
I know.
And I'm always like, can I run? And they're like, no.
Well, you can.
Here's the thing. It's going to make you eat more.
Oh, I haven't heard that. It's for the time commitment. You're not getting as much bang for your buck. However, I mean, I'm no trainer, but maybe ask your trainer about the idea that like if running helps you clear your mind,
Yeah.
like unless they think it's going to be bad for you, like if it's going to make you eat or whatever the thing is, like if it's going to have a detrimental thing. But for someone who loves running and like has clarity when they do that, I never liked running. I would never want to do it.
How many times of froggering across the PCH though? Am I, what are my odds here?
Yeah, is the benefit of mental health worth the risk of getting pulverized by
and
a
then also
car?
like the opposite of that, like I'm not just gonna run laps around the neighborhood because then it's you bumping into the neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and treadmill's not fun.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of good ideas come from running.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the same like shower thoughts mentality where like if you're just mindlessly doing something repetitive.
Yeah. I know I shouldn't say this on the podcast, but in Fort Wayne I couldn't find Zins. So I bought these other things called like Velo pouches. Did nothing.
Really?
And now it's been like, these are recycled. I haven't had a fresh one in like 4 days.
Becky.
And I'm wondering, I do feel like I need a little treat.
There's got to be a different treat you can do.
What is it?
It doesn't have to be a negative vice.
Aaron said maybe Celsius, but I can't be drinking Celsius at all hours of the day.
No. Ask your trainer.
Maybe it's just a mouth thing that I've gotten used to.
Yeah,
So
like gum. Try it.
Okay.
Just try it. I have some gum in the car if you want.
Teeth
some.
are going to fall out.
Well, your gums are going to get cancer.
What about nicotine gum?
Let's not substitute one nicotine thing for another nicotine thing. You're kicking the addiction.
And also, what am I going to do when people bring me sleeves of them at shows?
Throw them to everyone else. Oh, the look of despair. Just give it as a sign up.
It's
Autograph.
a really kind gesture.
It is a really kind gesture, but you're also, if it's a habit you really want to kick.
I don't. Am I going to get sick from them?
I don't know.
Okay.
Then
what's the problem?
I mean, it's not good for you.
What are the nicotine downsides? It's got a cool name. Nicotine.
I'm not sure other than that it's
like long-term side effects of nicotine ingestion.
Yeah, because I don't know the differences between nicotine ingestion and tobacco. Like, you know what I mean? Like all of the stuff we've heard our whole lives have been
everything's
tobacco
always
based.
Yeah.
And like, rat poison and whatever whatever else is in there.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what the downside of nicotine is.
Oh, I just burped up pure broccoli and a little bit of kimchi.
Gross.
I think we should wrap it up there.
Okay. Well, great.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we've been going for a while. I feel good about it.
Before we dive off, this was on the New York Post, which I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but legend has it the volcano menu is returning to Taco Bell.
Wow. Big breaking news here. You heard it here first, folks.
Volcano burrito, lava sauce.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I didn't even know any of this existed.
I don't know that I did either.
Oh, well.
But I
what
know
are we
it's going to be
excited about?
good. Whenever Taco Bell adds new items, I'm jazzed.
Okay. What's the Taco Bell intake then?
I'm just explaining the diet.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
There was one day in the past since I've started, but also we haven't really been until there was one day over the past couple weeks where I did get Taco Bell.
Okay.
But I had only had like one meal that day, so I really went wild. I was like, I deserve this. I gotta recover.
Mm-hmm. Your whoop is telling you.
My whoop is telling me to recover.
Eat
so
Taco
I'm like,
Bell, eat Taco Bell, eat Taco Bell. Volcano menu is back. sleep 8 hours, and eat one of everything.
Everything he said. Stay in bed and just keep eating. Calorie deficit, food intake. Now. Beefy 5-layer burrito. But I ordered like a bunch of my usual from T-Bell. Which have I said on the podcast before?
I believe so, but let's do it again.
Okay, bean and cheese burrito. Extra red sauce, extra onion.
Gross.
Whatever.
Keep going.
Chicken quesadilla. Extra creamy jalapeno sauce. Yes. Doritos Locos tacos. Every now and then I'll do a cheesy gordita crunch with a Doritos Loco taco inside of it if I'm feeling really fucking wild.
Wow. Is that a special
Extra
request?
creamy ranch inside of that. Okay. And then give or take, sometimes I'll do like a cheesy Fiesta strip beefy burrito. But I take the rice out on that because I'm not a big rice guy. And then a large Baja Blast, and depending on if I'm sharing, probably not, but maybe a Nacho Bel Grande.
What is that? Oh, nachos.
It's nachos.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the order. How
That's
much
the
does
order.
it cost? That's the order.
It just varies depending on those, those other items. But it depends on what state you're in. In Indiana, everything was $2.
Wow.
But I ordered it. Where was I?
Fortith, Wayneth.
And I put in 20 fire sauces. And it showed up. None.
Uh-oh.
No sauce.
Oh, no. Oh, I know we're wrapping, but I ordered a breakfast burrito the other day.
Oh.
And I was pouring, like it comes with a little cup of sauce.
Yeah.
And I was pouring sauce. And I was being a slob eating on the couch. Normally I try and eat
Whatever.
at the table.
You live alone. Fuck off.
I know, but I'm like doing that.
She's eating naked on the couch.
I wasn't naked.
Sauce all over her bruised thighs.
I wasn't naked.
Sorry.
But I put the sauce on, and then the cup of sauce slipped, fell on the rug, face up though, so the force shot the sauce like 3 feet up. It was like all over the rug, all over the ottoman, on the sofa. I was just like, oh
green
my
or red?
God, red. And
Red.
I thought it was a trick question. It's like when you fill in 2 bubbles in the Scantron.
Yeah.
Gred. But I had to go to town cleaning. I got it all out, but I was like, are you kidding? Had it just tipped over and been in a small little zone, it would have been fine. You think falling face
Was
up
it
is better?
a plastic ramekin?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ramekin. Nice word.
Thanks, Mariam.
I just forgot that's what those were called. No one ever says that. I was calling it a cup.
It's a ramekin.
It's a ramekin. Yeah, you're right.
For those of us that have worked in food services.
Sweevis. Yeah, I dropped it. It went everywhere.
Oh, man. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that. Did you get it cleaned up?
I did. Yeah. I think we're in the clear.
Guys, thank you for listening. I've been Becky Robinson.
And I still am Mariam Mulligafari. This is the Start at Birth podcast. You can follow us at Start at Birth. Becky Robinson 4, Mariam Grace.
At Entitled Housewife, BeckyRobinsonTheGreat.com, EntitledHousewife.com. All merch is going live by the time this is up. She gone.